Trump just did a press conference, and it was during a cabinet meeting with all his cabinet, and he answered a lot of questions, and I don't want to go into that. I just want to talk about his body language during the press conference because it was very telling. And I'm not gonna, if you want to go see it, go watch the news. Okay, most people see this that watch the news, and you'll see Trump during the whole cabinet meeting with his arms like this, and he's doing this. That's the President of the United States. What do you think that this means? See what I'm saying? His body language tells a lot. It does. It tells a lot in dogs, and it tells a lot in people. And when you are dealing with somebody, when somebody's the president, and their body language is this during the whole press conference, and sort of like moving it slightly back and forth, what's that mean? That's like the body language of a crazy person. I'm not saying that I've never done this. And I know a lot of people are, yeah, well, you're crazy, Caine. Look, I'm not the president, okay? I'm not fucking with North Korea, all right? And I'm sure everybody at some point has done this. But if you are the president and you're doing this during a press conference, what's this mean? Closed off? I'm not listening to anybody? Rocking back and forth, trying to make yourself feel better? That's our president. That, you know, almost, I was gonna say almost half the population voted for him, but that's not really true. And I know that you Trump supporters hate hearing this, but he did not win the popular vote. I realize that we have this fucked up system with the, you know, electoral college, and he won that. But he did not win the popular vote, and he's not very popular, that's for sure. He's fucking with everybody on this planet. He is. Australia, Great Britain, Germany, Canada. Who has he not offended? And he's got the launch codes. And he can't even look sort of normal during a press conference. Do you ever see me have you ever seen me doing videos like this? No, you haven't. That would send the wrong message. That would show that I'm like unconfident about what I'm saying. He's unconfident, you know, it's all fucking like bluster. It's all bullshit. It's all bravado. It's all drama. Just when you see him on the news, start watching the news, by the way, and stop listening to what he says. He says the opposite of what's on the news, and anything that he doesn't like, he says is fake news. He's putting out the fake news. The 35% that's his, like, followers, supporters. Do you watch real news? Do you hear the other side, or do you just believe whatever he says because you voted for this guy and you don't want to think that you voted for a loser? The whole time, his arms are fucking crossed like this. It's as bad as when he does these cabinet meetings and, you know, the cameras are in there and his hands are underneath the table. What do you think that says? Do you ever think about this shit? Like, he looks horrible. He speaks horrible. His body language looks horrible. And yet 35% of the population just doesn't give a shit. He's accomplished nothing, yet he tweets that he's accomplished a lot, and you all believe it. What about Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands? By the way, he didn't even know the other day that he's the president of the Virgin Islands. He thought he was speaking to the president of the Virgin Islands, which would have been the governor. That's a territory. That's like a state. That's pathetic. These poor people in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. He clearly doesn't care. They're U.S. fucking citizens. That's fucked up. Hands underneath the table. What are you hiding, Trump? Oh, and another thing that he did today, just so everybody knows, during the press conference when he's doing this, he's talking about the Democrats, you know, in regards to their obstructionists, that they're obstructing, you know, whatever. Just to bring that word up, obstruction. What does he have on his mind, do you think? Obstruction. He's bringing that up in regards to the Democrats. He's being investigated, okay, by the FBI, right? By other Republicans. They're investigating him. They're trying to get something done, so they're not just coming out and saying, hey, look, the guy's fucking guilty. There's no fucking smoking gun at this point, but, you know, there's a lot of smoke. There's no proof, but he's being investigated for a reason. What are you people, retarded? Seriously, are you fucking retarded? This guy's horrible. He's the worst president. He has the worst numbers. What you could be liking about this guy, I'm not really quite sure. As a person that, you know, I'd vote GOP if it was somebody that was decent, but as soon as he had the nomination, I was like, man, I'm not voting for this guy. He's a fucking idiot. He's a liar. The whole birthing thing, like, shut up. He never shut up about that. He never shut up about that. It was clearly made up. He's a pathological liar. That's our president. And it looks like he's having some issues. You don't think that that's weird? He's rocking back and forth, making himself feel better. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm insecure. It's like a little kid. Like a little kid that's pissed off sitting in the corner because he's been scolded. It's fucking pathetic. It is fucking... Watch the news, the cabinet meeting. His body language looks horrible.